2.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to see you join us for this evening. We're going to have a lot of information for you about the upcoming cleanse. So we're doing a raw keto week, and so it's going to be amazing. There are so many health benefits that I have gotten from eating raw food. And so a little bit about me is that I have worked in holistic nutrition or holistic wellness. I worked for a chiropractor for over 3 years, and I was actually already started on my path of holistic wellness and natural wellness and nutrition and cleansing. And I started that about six or 7 years ago, and have just found so many benefits through healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, and just making it a lifestyle. And then Chris and I met and he's the only other person who I've ever met who is like as crazy about like healthy nutrition and cleansing as much as I was. So we were like, let's get together and help other people out to learn what we have learned. So let me let Chris introduce himself and tell you about a little bit about him.
All right. Well, I started cleansing in 2003. Actually, it was Paul Aho who's on this call. Well, yeah, we had a conversation about a liver flush, and I was like, can you believe I just read that people have like 500 stones? The average person has 500 stones. Can you believe that? Sounds ridiculous. I would almost do one just to see what I had. And Paul's like, I'll do it if you do it. And I'm like, well, I cannot do it now because I'm like, Paul's going to do it, and I want him to do it, and I want to do it. So anyway, that's what started me. I was like, what, 2003 or 2004? Something like that. It was back when I was in Delaware still, so I know it was a long time ago. But anyway, that started me on this crazy journey. Long story short, I have a holistic nutrition master's degree because I just got into this world, and it just completely blew my mind what was possible. When I first started, I actually started to get arthritis in my hands. My arthritis went away within a week of going 100% raw. And I just tried it like for fun. I didn't have any issues per se, but I just tried it just like, okay, well, somebody told me about it, and I was just like, whatever. I'm into doing weird shit sometimes. So as those of you know me, it's like I do crazy shit all the time. This is just one more thing. So I went raw within a couple days. My energy levels went through the roof. All kinds of little things that I was having trouble with I was having issues with. They went away, and I just started on this road of curiosity. It's like, what is this? Why do I feel so much better? Why am I so much healthier? And it just opened up this crazy world of health and alternative lifestyle health. And so what excites me about Christina is that, we just did a liver flush a month ago, and I'm hearing some feedback. So I'm going to mute everybody and just allow you guys to unmute yourselves if you need to. And I'll unmute Christina. So, so I met Christina, and we was like, let's do a liver flush. So last month there was about 10 of us that did a liver flush together. And what was interesting is when you do this kind of thing as a group, when people get together, they have each other's back, and there's this group energy. It's like, we're all doing this. We're all excited. We're going through different things. You can ask questions. So basically, it's just a week of cleansing. We'll set you guys up. We'll give you everything you need to know. And you just kind of do the program. And you just we get on every night for an hour. We did an hour, but we were planning on like 30 minutes or so to just give you some information about alternative health and wellness and what it means to kind of walk this other path, which is taking control of your own health instead of kind of listening to mainstream programming where like everyone gets their information from companies that are trying to sell us stuff. Like, hey, where do you get your vitamin C? Oh, that we've been marketed that it's oranges have a lot of vitamin C, but oranges aren't even close to things like peppers and other vegetables. It's like, where do you get your calcium? Oh, you get your calcium from milk. Well, cow's milk actually makes you deplete calcium because it's acidic in the body. And so we get all these kind of not so true facts from mainstream. So we've got this alternative kind of way of healing. And basically it's really simple. Just eating in harmony with the earth. Right, Christina?
Yeah. So it's great. Just The food is great because it's raw. I mean, what I love about raw is that I'm not a big cook. I don't really like cooking that much. And then when Chris said, hey, do this, he said, do this 10-day raw food diet. And that was back in January. And I had been having trouble with like just my hand stiffness. And I had tried all these different things to clear it up, and nothing was doing it. And then when Chris said, hey, go raw, and I realized, oh, actually on day 5, the stiffness cleared up. And I just really liked what I was eating and not having to cook anything and not have, I mean, it was like, okay, chopping vegetables was like the biggest thing, just chopping stuff up, throwing it together. And it was really good, and I felt good, and I felt really good energy. So I just love the nutrients, and there's so many different reasons like why it's great for you and for your body, and getting the nutrition that your body needs and really feeding your body those nutrients. So it's just a great program. And then with the ketosis, we're tying in the keto piece, because well, that's what kind of everybody's talking about, ketosis and keto diets right now. And you can do it with a raw diet, vegan raw, and be in ketosis, which is going to like basically just melt your fat away. So because you're actually burning the fat for energy instead of sugar. So it's just a really great way for your body to be utilizing the food so that you're actually energetic and using the fat. And yeah, so
one of the other benefits of going into ketosis and doing this is what we're gonna actually move a little bit. You're gonna learn about this week if you decide to do the class, is that we're going to help build testosterone, especially for men above the age of 40. This is a really good process. I'm going to share with you some really good processes that's going to be part of what we're doing that will actually raise your testosterone levels, which is a great thing for anyone above the age of, well, I mean, pretty much above the age of 35, 40 these days. You know, raising your testosterone is a sign of vitality. It's a sign of strength. It's a sign of just being in, you know, in a good overall conditioning. So that's a side effect. And I'd like to read to you some of the quotes from last month, if I could. We had some quotes from people just talking about what it was like to do the liver flush last month, but the basic diet is just very similar. And so you're going to get very similar results. So one person said it was really powerful. It was tremendous learning. Thank you guys. This has been an awesome, and I wouldn't have gotten through this whole week without the support. It's one thing we're saying is that, you know, being together every night, if you feel like quitting, it's like, well, we're all kind of in this together. One person, I lost 7 pounds. I have no inflammation. Thank you guys. I had no idea what I was signing up for. And it turned out to be pretty eye-opening. It's really eye-opening that I don't have inflammation after 11 years. So that was a pretty powerful one, to have someone like 11 years of dealing with something, whatever it is. And then just within a few days, like realizing that you can turn this kind of stuff around. Another person, thank you so much. I know for sure I would never have done this on my own. My hands don't hurt at all, which sometimes I have joint pain. Again, another reoccurring theme. Another person, I know it was effective. And then, you know, probably the biggest win, was a lot of good information, which made the process really easier. I'm grateful that I did this, and I see all the yuck that came out. So better out than in, right? All the yuck that came out of there really gives me confidence that I have got a lot of toxins out. My husband lost 12 pounds and I lost 6. And in this person, I've been constipated since I was 25 years old, and now I'm 50, never really having a complete flush like this, and my body feels alive. So there's going to be some interesting benefits. Everybody's different. There's no guarantees. One thing we should probably make very clear, that none of the things that we've been saying has been reviewed by the FDA.
We're not medical doctors.
We're not medical doctors. If we don't believe we can't diagnose, we cannot treat. Basically, our philosophy is the body does all the healing. You guys have something the doctor seems, or not the doctors, but the Western medicine in general has forgotten, is that we have immune systems, and that it's the immune system that heals everything. And so our whole goal is to help you guys build up your immune system. And I've been doing this for about 17 years. And I have also, I started a company called Pure Joy Academy. We traveled the country with a former business partner of mine, Lena Love. And we probably had 200 or so students go through something that you guys are going to go through next week. And so I've had hundreds of people go through this. I've seen so many incredible success stories. It's just like, it's crazy. Like, I wouldn't believe it if I didn't actually see it for myself. One of the most interesting ones was a guy who was in his early 20s, and he wanted to get one of those scar tattoos. It's like where you actually get branded and then it scars up and you got this really cool scar tattoo. Well, he was doing at the same time a green juice cleanse, one of our green juice cleanses. And the whole thing just healed up naturally. It's like, darn it. He's like, I went through too much pain for this thing to have healed up. It had this beautiful red, bright red color, like where the scar should have been. And then a couple of weeks later, the whole thing went away. He's like, man, I'm never doing that on a juice cleanse again. So anyway, that's just one of hundreds of stories, but that was a funny one. But it's amazing. Everyone's on their own journey. Everyone's different. One of the things I study, and we'll actually go through a little bit, is the different body types in Ayurvedic, the Ayurvedic traditional Indian medicine, of how the bodies are different and how different foods react differently in different bodies. I'll just give you there's going to be a different kind of teaching, if you will, each night. So we'll get together Sunday night. On the 16th, we'll get together. Christine, do you want to go through the schedule a little bit?
Yeah, I was just going to say I can cover that. So this evening of the 16th at 6 p.m., we'll do a little kickoff evening, just get you prepped to go for the next day, make sure everybody is good to go, that any questions you have are answered. And then each night that week, the 17th through the 22nd, we'll do at 6 p.m., we'll have a call where we, like Chris said, we'll give you some information, some tips and health info, and then answer any questions. We can talk about anything that's going on. We're also going to set up a WhatsApp group so you can post there any other questions you have throughout the day. If you're struggling, you get support. If they're like, hey, is this normal? Then we can answer your questions. And then you'll get tons of health info each night, and we'll support each other, and it just keeps you on track. It really helps to know, hey, I'm not doing this alone. There's other people here, and you can share ideas about things. Different people, I know during our liver flush, they were sending posts of hey, I found this really cool thing. I found this really cool thing to have. So you'll be provided with recipes and a shopping list of what to get that will get you through the week. However, if you find other things that are at the store that you're interested in, and you can add those in as well. And then, and then on the Sunday, the 23rd, we'll probably do a call in the afternoon or something, just as a wrap up, final kind of, how did things go for you? How are you feeling? What's going on? So it's really fun. It's really fun to have the group energy and to talk about what's going on with everyone and what are the experiences. And I wouldn't say there's anything maybe that's normal. However, there are some things that are typical, and some ways that we can help support you get through kind of the rough days, or things that when you are having cravings for certain things, what you can have alternatively to help you with those cravings. So yeah, so it'll be great.
Okay, so how do you get started? Go to if you haven't already, some of you already have, go to myliverflush.com. Go ahead and join the class. You'll have three options. One is $199, which gives you 2.5 hours of coaching above and beyond the flush. The other one is $99, which is about an hour of coaching. And then if you're just going to join the calls, and then it's $49. And you'll go to myliverflush.com, you'll see sign up. And then as soon as you sign up, you guys will get access to the list. And the list will have all the things you need to purchase and get to do this cleanse. Some of it, you'll see it's in there. Some of it you'll need to buy right away, because Amazon takes a few days. It used to be the next day or 2 days, but I guess with this whole COVID pandemic, zombie apocalypse that's happening, it's more like 5 days. So if you want to get your stuff on time, order like tomorrow, you should be fine if you ordered on Monday. And then there's going to be, of course, fresh fruit ingredients for the week. And so Christina will have the recipes for us by the end of the week. So this weekend, you'll have everything you need for the entire week. You'll have all the recipes, what to buy, what to eat. We're going to be doing activities every day. Those of you who don't have a regular like workout schedule will be given an opportunity to have one. We actually have it's a traditional Tibetan 5-minute program. If you don't have 5 minutes, then you really need to like figure out what's wrong with your life to get 5 minutes. Well, I'll be doing it every morning. Probably I just decided that it'll be at 7:07 every morning. I'll do a Facebook Live and you guys can join me for the 5-minute workout. It's the Fountain of Youth, 5 Tibetan rites every morning. Those of you on the Pacific, East Coast, it'll be 10:07, but it'll be it'll be recorded so you can watch it. And anyway, what else? Anything else, Christina?
Well, that just brought up the idea. The other thing that we do we are going to record all the evening meetings or gatherings. So if there's an evening that you're not able to make it, we will post it as well in the course, and so you can go back and watch it and catch up and get any questions. If there's just so that you can have that on your time schedule if there is an evening that you're not able to make it. So we'll definitely do that. And then just a couple things to prep for the week, recommendations, because we are looking at, it is going to be keto. And so in order to prep to get your body kind of ready to go, I would really recommend, actually Chris and I would recommend that you really like cut sugar out this week. Be really conscientious of like what sugars are you eating, and already cut those out of your diet so your body can start adjusting to that limited, to reducing the sugar. And then carbs as well, like the starchy rice, potatoes, pasta, things like that. They're going to be out as well, bread. So you'll want to be aware of like, what are you eating this week, and limiting those as well, the carbs, so that your body can already start to adjust to next week. That'll really help you with getting over, they call it like the keto flu. We've got some other ways that will help you and will support you in getting through that. However, it's really common to just have like your body making that adjustment from burning sugar to turning to burning fat. It can be rough. Like there's definitely some things that come up that people don't feel really good for a couple days. And there's some things that we're going to do to help you get through that, to make it a lot easier. So, and this week, if you just can prep on like getting the sugar out of your diet, really looking at your carbs and lowering those as well, that's really going to set you up for a really great week next week.
Okay, so that's it for us. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself. I hope you can unmute yourself. If you can't, just raise your hand and I'll unmute you. All right. Rich, oh, it's under Veronica. Unmute.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Greg.
Coffee?
Coffee's okay.
Yay or no? Yay or no?
Coffee's okay on a keto diet. It's not a problem.
No sugar.
Black?
No,
Just
yeah.
no sugar, right?
Yeah, no sugar. Keep the sugar out and you'll be fine. Coffee's fine.
I heard that you can. I heard that you can use coconut oil or coconut milk or coconut something to froth it up or whatever. But
yeah, we'll talk.
I'll mute myself.
Next week. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the bulletproof coffee. We'll talk about that. Richie.
What time are you going to be meeting with us every night?
Well, that's something to discuss because we didn't have East Coasters before. We were meeting at 6 p.m., but that's 7, 8, 9. That's 9 p.m. Is that too late for you guys, or?
No, the later the better for me.
The later the better?
Yeah.
Okay. And 6 p.m. Let's just keep it at 6.
Okay.
Which will be 9 your time.
Yeah, that's good. Right.
Awesome.
9?
Yeah, and if you come in late, like I said, we're recording everyone, and you can come in and whatever. Any other questions? Well, all right, guys. Well, hopefully we'll look forward to seeing you. If you do have any questions, get a hold of just, direct message myself or Christina. And thanks for joining us.
Yep, and go sign up at myliverflush.com and register for the course if you haven't already. And we'll be excited to have you join us and see what amazing results you get.
All right.
After you fix the issue with the security, can you ping us all and let us know that that's resolved?
Yeah. I'll let you know. It hasn't been a problem with anyone else, so Paul. I'll talk to you directly.
Yeah, maybe it's just me. I've been doing some strange stuff on my computer this week.
Did you have a question, Brian?
No, just thank you guys.
All right. Look forward to seeing you guys. Take care.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.